Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Steve again, Harmless Rebel. Time for another one-step video, one-step review, I guess. I don't think I've reviewed on here any of the MoFi one-steps. I've got a few of them, but I got most of them when I wasn't really feeling the videos for a while there. Just wasn't in the mood to do videos. So let's just jump in. This one time we're going to be talking about the Eric Clapton Unplugged mobile Fidelity one-step. If you haven't seen these before, number just like everything else. This is number 2450 out of 10,000. I pre-ordered this, oh man, 6-7 months ago. So if you guys don't know, you can pre-order anything that's been announced from MoFi through, not through the MoFi website. I'm trying to think of the company that owns MoFi. And I'm drawing a blank. Music Direct. So the Music Direct website, like they haven't officially put the next two Eagles or the Van Halen one-steps up for pre-order yet. But you can go on to Music Direct's website and pre-order them. And that's what I did. I pre-ordered these, or I'm sorry, I pre-ordered this one. I pre-ordered the next two Eagles albums. I pre-ordered the first two Van Halen albums. The Cannonball Adderley. And then Bitches Brew from Miles Davis. The one-steps for all of those. This one, once they announced it, it sold out pretty quick. You can still find it. I know some local stores here have it for maybe $10 over the original cost. That won't last long though. They're already selling for $180 and up on eBay. So if you're interested in getting this, I would jump on it right away. So let's let me open it up real quick. So this is a box. I don't know if I like the material. It's like this. I don't know how to describe it. It's a matte finish. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if you guys have ever felt rubberized plastic. That's kind of the feeling you get. And then it's got the gold leaf on it. This one, I'm pretty disappointed with the cover. It doesn't look like they even tried. I mean, it's pretty bad, or pretty sad how bad this looks. If you get up close, it's really pixelated. It looks like they literally just blew up the CD image. They didn't try at all, which is sad because previously, especially the early ones, the cover image that they used was better than the original covers. So pretty disappointed with this one. This one has had a couple of vinyl pressings. I've never had this on vinyl. I'm not a huge Eric Clapton fan. Let's see, do I have it up here? So my favorite Eric Clapton albums, where's the other one? Are the Blues Breaker album. Oh, I got that one too. So my favorite Clapton albums are the Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton. I like the Blues Breakers with Peter Green too. I don't have a preference between the two. I'm sorry, John Mayall with Peter Green as well. Where's the other one? I thought I had. I guess I don't have it up there. But anyway, the John Mayall era, Eric Clapton, obviously. I love the Cream stuff. I love Layla, which I have a MoFi of that too. Oh, you know what? I have that one on vinyl, not on CD. And the only full album of Eric Clapton's that I really like is Slow Hand. Everything else, all of his other albums, there's songs that I like, but not enough to have the albums. And I do like Timepieces 1 and 2, which are greatest hits albums. So once you get past Slow Hand, I'm pretty much a greatest hits kind of guy for Eric Clapton. I do like his cover stuff. I love his covers of Robert Johnson and some of the other stuff he does. Basically, I'm a Gibson era Eric Clapton fan. Then when he went solo and went the Strat route, and I just like the earlier stuff better. However, I mean, this thing This was a great Unplugged for those of you that are old enough to remember the Unplugged series on MTV. This is probably my third favorite Unplugged from that series. My favorite by far is easily the Alice in Chains. I think that may be one of the best live performances ever. I love Alice in Chains live. The Nirvana live is right up there too. And then the Eric Clapton. Those are probably my three favorite of the Unpluggeds. So really happy to have this one. I don't have this one on vinyl at all. I've never owned it on vinyl. So I can't really compare it to other pressings of this album. So I'm basically going to compare it to the other OneSteps. So it comes with a little OneStep instructor, explains how it works. So the one-step process, you can see a normal record goes through all of these steps. So it goes from the lacquer to the father to the mother to the stamper to the vinyl. So with the OneSteps, they do a lacquer, which is a positive, and then they convert the lacquer to a negative, and then press that. I mean, that's it. That's all there is. And it basically, like it says, it removes 2 steps from the process so you get better sound quality. I've been really impressed so far. My favorite sounding Mobile Fidelity OneStep so far is the Eagles debut album. Man, that thing sounds amazing. There's stuff in there I've never heard before, and I have a Japanese pressing of it. I have an American pressing, and then I have an early CD pressing of it too. And the OneStep is just on another level. I can't remember what song there is or what song it was. There's one song on there that has banjo, and it's a song that I've been listening to since I was a kid. And I never noticed the banjo, and it brings it out. It's highly recommend getting those Eagles OneSteps if you can. Comes with a little booklet. Not too much here. I wish there would have been a little more info. I wish they would have had Eric or somebody close to him do a write-up on this. So it is 2 LP, 45 RPM. This one really is more of a true 2 LP though. It's not 9 minutes per side, 5 minutes per side, 8 minutes per side, like some of the 45 RPMs. There's 3 or 4 songs on each side of this. So you got LP1 and kind of the same look. But I mean, even with this, it should look as good as a CD because it's smaller than a CD photo, and it doesn't. This picture looks just as bad as the one on the front cover. So pretty disappointed with that. I do like the way these little jackets that they do on the inside. Some people have complained about them. All gold foil. And then it's the, I can't remember. It's their super vinyl that it's pressed on. So you can, it's translucent. Now, I believe they said it's 200 grams. Let me see if it says it on there. Okay, no, it's 180. I was going to say, I want to say my first few OneSteps were 200 grams. This one, I could tell right away, was lighter than the others. And it may be because they're using the super vinyl here. I will say it sounds fantastic. I don't know. It doesn't sound as good as the other OneSteps that I have, though. And I don't know if that's just because it's live. What I do like about it is you hear everything coming from the guitar. I mean, you hear the pick on the guitar, like you're in the audience there. You just don't get the separation that you get from like the Eagles and Fragile from Yes, and because there's just not other instruments playing. It's Eric Clapton playing guitar. Now there are some other instruments in there, and it does sound really good, but it's really about the guitar sound. It's dead quiet. It does sound fantastic. I just noticed there's a little crease on the right there. But the vinyl is dead quiet. The vinyl was super staticky. It was also dirty, which is the first time I've gotten very few Mobile Fidelity records that weren't spotless. I've gotten some with static before, and that may just be the weather lately. But overall, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Like I said, the vinyl is dead quiet. The mastering is fantastic. I don't think it said, I didn't see anywhere who mastered. Let's see if I recognize any of these guys. Mixed at Power Station, pressed at RTI, Mobile Fidelity, blah, blah, blah. Engineers. Mixed by Steve Boyer. Yeah. I will say when it comes to the OneSteps, okay, mastered by Krieg Wunderlich. I don't know that name. Mastered by Krieg Wunderlich at Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. So maybe he's one of their in-house guys. When I compare the OneSteps that are coming out right now, the Analog Productions, the Craft Recordings, and the MoFi, for the quietness of the vinyl, Mobile Fidelity blows the other two away. For mastering, though, Analog Productions is just next level. The mastering is really good on this. I really like that you can hear the reverb from the room, and you can hear that thump from the speakers that you get at a live show when the pick hits the guitar. I don't know what you would call that, but it really does feel like you're in the room while he's playing. So they did a really good job. The one thing I'll say is I haven't watched any videos of anybody discussing the album, but I have read a couple things that people have said. And I've noted a couple of people that said that the 2011 pressing, although it doesn't sound as good as the OneStep, it's close, and it's a $25 to $30 record as opposed to whatever these are going for now because they're sold out. So, like I said, if you're an Eric Clapton fan, highly recommend grabbing this one. It does sound fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it another spin here in a couple minutes. I believe the Michael Jackson OneSteps are still up for pre-order. And then, man, they've got so much good stuff coming out. They've still got the next 4 Eagles albums. I don't think they're doing Randy Travis. I don't think that's a OneStep, though. I think that one's going to be super vinyl. And they're doing the first 6 Van Halen albums. So that'll be cool. I'm really curious about those because they just did, was it last year or 2 years ago? I believe it was Bernie Grundman that mastered. They just, somebody just re-released those, remastered by Bernie Grundman. So I'm curious to hear how the OneSteps for Van Halen sound. And for some of these albums, like I said, this Eric Clapton, I want to say it sold out in a day, and it's 10,000 copies. And I know a lot of people were saying they were upset that it sold out so fast. So just my 2 cents, go to Music Direct and pre-order the stuff now. The downside of Music Direct compared to Analog Productions, at Analog Productions, when you pre-order something, you don't pay until it ships. Whereas MoFi, you pay when you order it. So if you're going to buy that stuff now, for instance, the Eagles and the Van Halen's going to be coming out over the next 2 or 3 years. So you may not, that money will be tied up for that period until they show up. The good thing too is that when you pre-order it, though, you get it I didn't get this one as early, but I got the first 2 Eagles albums, I want to say a month and a half before they hit stores. which is one thing I've noticed when you do pre-order them that way. And you get lower numbers as well. That's it, VC. For those of you guys that bought it, tell me what you think. Or those of you guys that have a copy of the 2011. Other than that, I hope everybody's good. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.